Kira for anywhere, and that's why Mickey don't look yet.
He's
Looking,
looking for Kira.
yes, they're looking for Kira because I don't know. We don't know where is she.
Kira is the kitten, right? The cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. And do you have any ideas where she might be? It's normal for cats to disappear. Actually, they disappear for 1 or 2 days and then they come back. Eh? Don't think that that is abnormal.
Yes, but with Kira, that's don't happen. With Ronnie, it's more usual, but Kira, it's actually no offense, but very dumb in the sense that he she can be asleep under a car, even if the car starts the engine, they turn out the car. She doesn't move
Oh,
from
really?
there. Uh-huh. Or more recently, over the window of my parents' room,
Right.
there's like a little roof,
Yes.
and behind there was a kind of little farm, a
Yes.
little farm of plants, and Kira was sleeping, and I don't know if she turned around with all her body, and she fell down in
Oh,
in that farm, and now we don't know where she can be.
oh, that's a pity. I'm sorry about that. Well, hopefully she will show up soon. Let's hope for the best. Let's
Yes.
hope for the best. They say expect the worst, but hope for the best, right? We need
Mhm.
to be expecting the best.
Yeah, that's the always I said to.
Yes. Well, while Mickey comes back or shows up, hopefully with Kira, let's present this exercise and let's see how you like it. The first is put the words in the correct form. As you can see, the word is not exactly the one that should be. You should find a derivative of the word. For example, for attend, what would be the substantive of the verb attend, Mitch? The low,
Mm,
how do you say asistencia? Attend is asistir, so asistencia is what?
attendance.
Perfect, yes. Let's read the complete sentence, please, can we?
The low attendance at the concert was a result of the organizers' carelessness about giving it even more extensive publicity.
Very good. Okay, and now number two, please.
Yes. Another attempt to establish mm, last is also a verb.
Last is durar. So how do you say duradera? Lasting peace. I mean, paz duradera.
Last,
Lasting,
mhm.
duradera, lasting
Last in
peace.
peace has failed after one of the negotiators refused to sign the treaty.
Treaty. Okay, very good.
Treaty is contrato.
Tratado, acuerdo.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's very similar to what acuerdo. Treaty, tratado. Then number three, please.
This new situation is more than uh, advantage. No,
Yes,
advantage.
advantageous.
Okay.
Advantageous. Let's read it, Mitch, please. Complete. Let's read.
To all the investors, definitely, it's a chance not to miss.
Very good. The number four, please.
Besides unmeasurable human victims, the tornado has caused an enormous destroy no destruction
Destruction in
to the buildings in the area.
into the buildings in the area. Very good.
Mhm.
And number five, please.
Sudden growing,
Crecimiento, how do you say crecimiento?
growing.
Growth.
Uh, a sudden growth in food prices will certainly bring about violent protests from the population.
Very good, excellent. Number six, please.
Let's stop quarreling about such mm, relevant,
Irrelevant.
irrelevant.
Irrelevant details.
It doesn't matter what we taste first, the soup or the second course.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that's irrelevant. Let
mhm.
me see if I can scroll down a little bit. So I guess it's not
Yes.
totally visible. All right, here.
Well,
Well, now we have number seven, Mitch, please.
the number of the nails Harry had bought at the ironmonger's wasn't
Sufficient, yes.
sufficient, uh, and we had to borrow a few from our neighborhood.
Yes, the ironmonger is the el herrero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay, that's from one to number seven. Let's bring in the numbers 8 to 15. And here we have these ones.
Yeah, obey.
I'm going to put them here. There. Okay. Okay, right. Oh, let me move. What should I move? This. Okay, print screen. All right. Now let's do numbers 8 to 15, Mitch, please. And we're going to
Yes.
align this, increase the font size a little bit. And
Oh,
there we
teacher,
are. Yes.
a parenthesis about your animation. I'm about to finish it. Just if you give me to the end of the week, could be finished.
Yeah, no, no, no. Take the time you want. I'd like to know also work is work and work is sacred.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to, I'd like to know also the quotation, the price, right? That's important to know upfront. So if you can give me an idea, of course, doesn't have to be with pesos and cents, but an idea because every work, work is sacred.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you are very talented and that you are working on this and it's your profession or your future profession. So also let me know the price, please.
An idea. Well, like this one is something pretty basic. I could say like around 2 or 300.
Well, that's nothing. That's really, really a bargain, as they say. Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. It's really very, very. It's nothing. Well,
Well, if you, this is talking about with the thing that I'm barely did, but if
okay,
you add more details, we can uh, discuss about that later.
okay, perfect. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Tell me what you have, and I'd like to see it. And if we'd like, or we need more details, I'd be more than happy to, yeah, to discuss them with you. Thank you very much, Mitch. And take the time you need. Yeah, no urgent, but I really appreciate it. The
Mhm.
first draft that you showed me was really, really pretty. I loved it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Very nice. Thank you. Well,
I
very
think
nice.
I think Mickey is in the background.
Oh, he's here. Yeah, there he is. Mickey, hello. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm good. I'm just a little bit nervous because we don't know where is our cat, Kira. And I was looking her, and no, I don't know.
She has not appeared yet. Eh?
Nope.
I was telling Mitch that when we used to have cats, well, we had two types of cats. One type of cats was always outside, and they left the house for 2, 3 days. Actually, sometimes 4 days, and then came back. But well, that changes sometimes. Um, if the cats are more like home kittens, they don't always go out. So I don't know what could
Yeah,
have happened. Any ideas?
I don't know. That's why it is weird because normally she's in the house, or if she's out of the house, she's near of the house. But now I don't know where she is now.
What is your suspicion? What do you think could have happened? Maybe she's not a fight that likes to fight. She's not a cat that likes to fight with other kittens, is she?
No, actually, it's all the opposite. But the issue here is that one day, well, here in the house, sometimes they are in the, how do you say, ceiling or
In the ceiling, yes, in the
in the
ceiling.
ceiling? Yeah. Um, and one day she fell of the ceiling to the in the part in the how can I say this before our house. Well, how can I say? Well, back to our house. There's no houses. There are only how do you say this? Zone or how do you say sembradío?
Yeah, filled with filled with crops.
A field with crops.
Hmm.
So there's no houses, and the it was around 3 or almost 4 weeks ago that she fell down, and we didn't know where she was, and until we heard that she was meowing, we
Hmm.
didn't hear that she was in the back of the house in the field of crops, or how do you
Field
say it?
crops, yes.
In the field crops. And now we went there, and now we didn't see anything, and we were doing some walks near the house, and nothing. So my fear here is that there are some dogs in the streets.
Uh,
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit more nervous.
yeah, well, that's what happened when to Sophie's cat when she was living with her mom nearby, not far from your house,
Mm.
and she had a little beautiful white cat. It was a Persian cat actually,
Oh.
and for some reason the cat went out of the house,
Mm.
and well, three dogs totally torn him into pieces. They totally destroyed the cat, the poor cat, by three dogs. So hopefully it's not the same. Hopefully, let's pray God it's not the same situation. And but yeah, dogs can be pretty brutal with cats sometimes. In particular, if he was in the street,
Yeah, it is my my
your
big fear
fear.
now. Yeah.
Oops.
So well,
Well, let's hope it is not the case.
let's hope.
All right. Well, Mickey, we were doing a presentation. We were doing some exercises, and they were, well, really not difficult, as you can see here. So we have, for example, number 8 is a derivative of the word obey, obey, which is obedecer. So, what do you think would the derivative be in here in this number 8, please?
could be
Should begin with this because it's punished.
yeah, disobey.
Disobedience, disobedience.
Disobedience at school several. Oh yeah.
You agree, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's read the complete sentence, can we please?
Disobedience at the school is severely punished. So remember to mind your manners both during the lessons and outside the classroom.
Okay, very good. Um, that must be one of the schools in Germany, I suppose.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
could be. Let's do number 9. I don't know if Mitch is back. If
Yes, I never leave.
Oh, you never left. I'm
Mm,
sorry, Mitch. All right, let's do number 9, Mitch, please. Can you?
sure. Some people claim that the microprocessor is the greatest invention of the 20th century.
Perfect. Very good. Number 10, Mickey, please.
The actor received a standing.
Standing.
The actor received a standing ovation from an enthusiastic audience for their brilliant performance in Otero.
Very good. Thank you. Let's number 11, Mitch, please. Can we?
Sure. Uh, Without the congressman's valuation,
Valuable.
valuable, eh, valuable,
Valuable. Valuable. Yeah. Assistance. Valuable.
without the congressman's valuable assistance, we could never have the gathered enough money for our son's operation.
Gather is juntado, right?
Yes.
Very good. Excellent, Mitch. Thank you. Number 12, Mickey, please.
Mm-hmm. It's is on point.
Uh, you would add a suffix called less, pointless.
Okay, it's pointless.
Pointless, it's pointless, yes. Let's read it complete, please.
It's pointless to try to reach the village on foot. The only possible way of getting there is by helicopter.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. Thanks. Let's do 13, Mitch, please.
Um, Jack's initial excitement
Excitement.
uh, at taking part in the competition died. What?
Die down.
You, I mean, what? Jack dies? Died down after he had learned about the extra cost he would have had to cover.
Very good.
I was feeling pity for Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the excitement died down,
Mhm.
dissipated, reduced, etc.
Yes.
Well, the next one is 14, please, Mickey.
Mm-hmm. The mm,
How do you say placer? El placer?
the pleasure.
Pleasure. Exactly.
Mm.
So let's read the complete sentence, please.
The pleasure of spending holidays in the countryside consists in breathing fresh air and being in harmony with nature.
Yeah, that's truly nice. Okay, thank you, Mickey. And the last one, Mitch, please.
You'd better ask Frank. I'm not in possession.
Yes, I'm not in possession.
I'm not in possession of the manual you are looking for.
Very good. Very good. Which of these expressions is newest for you or newer that you think, well, this is
Mm,
unusual, less common?
advan- advantageous.
Advantageous is one, okay.
Eh,
Mm,
eh,
I think that is the word that I didn't know.
Pointless,
No, no. Advantages.
which is advantages here.
Hmm.
Advantageous, advantage. This one, right?
Yeah.
in Spanish, advantageous, what could be?
Advantage is ventaja, and advantageous, ventajoso.
Ventajas. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and then we can discuss what is advantageous, what is irrelevant, and what is pointless, right? These are three interesting words. So let's see, advantageous, advantageous. The other one was pointless,
Pointless?
and we pointless, yeah, no tiene sentido, no es sin punto, no sin sentido,
Yes.
right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Pointless, advantageous, and there was another word. Let me find it. Um, growth. Advantageous, irrelevant. What is irrelevant?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. So when you have many choices to make, which are advantageous decisions, which are pointless, that no matter what you do, nothing happens or is not important, or irrelevant. Which of these three applications of these three words?
Mm,
For example, what is more advantageous, doing business in the US or doing business with Chinese people or action or equivalent? What is more advantageous?
probably I
Doing
would say doing business with China because we have a lot of businesses with the United States, and I think that China will be a good country to start.
okay, China would be a good country to start with. Right, very good. I went to Leon this last weekend, and we
Hmm.
went to a store that had imports of Chinese products exclusively. And in this place, most of restaurants in Leon, 80% of the restaurants go to do the groceries. In other words, they buy chairs, sofas, lamps, lanterns, chandeliers, everything. Just impressive, very beautiful, impressive quality. The price is very reasonable. And that is by what? Is it by Las Torres, I think? I don't remember how to get. Yeah, I think it's by Las Torres. It's a fantastic place, and most of the products come from China, Mickey or Mitch.
Yeah.
It's just amazing the amount of business we can do with the Chinese people. So you think it's more advantageous, right? Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is advantageous for you, Mitch? In
Mm, well, if I had to do, it is a bit tension if I had to do an essay or with ChatGPT.
with what?
ChatGPT.
Ah, Chat GPT.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
If I had to do an essay with ChatGPT, if I don't have time to do it.
I didn't have Time to do it. Well, I have heard rumors actually. In one of the classes, one of our teachers presented us a report, not a report, an essay that was done with ChatGPT. It's amazing. It had
True.
such high quality and all the references, cross references of published books. And none of us could tell that it was artificial intelligence software or writing, I'm sorry, production.
Yeah, it looks very natural.
Yeah, it's amazing. What do you think of that, Mickey or Mitch? How do you like
Uh,
Chat GPT?
I love it very much. I use it every day, not for homework business. I mean, for investigation for my own. It's like, hey, you give me ideas to do this, or give me advices to do that, things like that, and it gives me like it combine some a lot of articles or govern governmental files to give me the better response possible.
Do you think, Mickey or Mitch, that ChatGPT could work in a way like your fairy godmother, or is an exaggeration maybe?
Oh yes,
With
yeah.
the with the only difference that we don't have to kiss the hand, right?
Uh-huh.
Wow, it's impressive. So you worked with this program, Mickey or Mitch? Have you worked with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Well, I would love to know about it a long time ago because I use it in so many homeworks, and obviously I just don't copy and paste, but I take advantage of this tool.
And if somebody gave you a document produced by this chat GPT, how would you tell that is or is not artificial intelligence production? How do you know? How would you know that is real, authentic? Is the word authentic?
Actually,
Or that
obviously
is
I'm
not?
not. Yeah, I'm not proud of this of all this, but one time there was a homework that was about create a story, and
Yes.
I explained to ChatGPT all the features that I needed to this homework, and well, ChatGPT did the whole story, and then I put in a detector of how do you say plagiarism or
Plagiarism?
plagiarism. Yeah, and at the end it says that it was 100% creativity.
Mhm.
So they can detect if it's take of if it's took of a program or for a artificial intelligence.
Wow,
Until now,
amazing.
it is not possible to detect.
Yeah, it's very difficult because with the same thing that Mickey says that don't detect plagiarism, in every single user it gives you a different answer, and with the other words give you if 50 people ask ChatGPT for the same thing, always gonna give you with the different words, but truly different. But it's the same meaning.
Is that true? Wow,
Yes, yes,
I am impressed.
uh-huh.
Do you guys have access to this chat GPT now?
Yes. Actually, I have some shortcuts in my browser, and the first one is chat.
Well, could we do an experiment?
Mhm.
Maybe this is nonsense, or could look nonsense. Maybe it is nonsense. It may look nonsense, but probably it is.
Uh,
Let's say that you feed the chat GPT with story. I don't know if it can make forecasts. For example, you tell him about a kid that is starting business
Uh-huh.
that has a business and this and that, and more or less, can the computer give you like a forecast or a complete story, or how does it work exactly? Or you give them the opposite information? You tell her the story of a smart lady that is doing drawings and design and this and that, and is learning English and possibly Japanese and this and that. And will it give you a forecast, an idea, like if you were
What's
looking at
forecast?
a pronostico,
Uh,
like if you were looking at a crystal ball, or it wouldn't? What do you think?
uh, yes, I think so. Chat could give you every kind of response about by only that. Anything graphic. You could try if you want. Everything that comes to your mind or to your imagination, I think it could give you.
Really? Well, it's impressive.
Very.
Can we do can we do let's do an example, an exercise,
Okay.
and for example, give her the story, or give ChatGPT the story of a friend that you know very well.
Uh huh.
Tell him two or three features that he or she does,
Uh huh.
and let's ask for the next chapter, or
Okay.
to write a story, or to write something brief.
Let me let me
Let's
put
see.
here.
Let's see if it works like that.
Uh, Make an a story about a girl.
For the screen.
Uh, sorry. There you go. Uh,
Ah,
about a girl named, I don't know, Lupita.
okay.
Uh, she loves drawing, but she is uh, very envy
Envious, or
envious uh-huh,
envious
of her friend, which is better at drawing.
who is better at drawing.
Sorry, who is better at drawing?
What do you think is going to happen, Mickey, in this story that Mitch is writing? What's your forecast? And then we compare your forecast with the computer's forecast.
You have your microphone mute.
Sorry. Can you read it again, Mitch? Because I can't see the text that you write.
Really? Why?
Because it appears in the same place that appears our cameras.
Uh, Make a story about a girl named Lupita. She loves drawing, but she's very envious of her friend who is better at drawing, and or of her friend Maria, who is better at drawing and is more popular than her.
Mm. Ah.
Sorry.
Wow, this is amazing. This is incredible.
Very much. Okay, stop.
Oh, there is a confrontation. So, for example, here is a confrontation. Apparently, the computer or the machine detects that there is a conflict.
Mhm.
How does it detect that there is a conflict? Because of the word envious, right?
As I,
If we change the word, and then it says there is a confrontation. Maria listen patiently as Lupita. Can you read it, please, Mitch or
let's
Mickey?
see. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Lupita. Lupita loved to draw, and every spare moment she had, she spent with a pencil in her hand, sketching whatever came to mind. To her mind, she drew everything from landscapes to portrait, and her passion for drawing was evident in every stroke of her pencil. However, despite her talent, Lupita was always envious of her friend Maria. Maria was a gifted artist and was much more popular than Lupita. She always seemed to have a group of admirers around her. What means owing?
Saying, "Oh, wow, great, admiring, making noises of, oh, wow,
Oh,
fantastic,
okay.
wing and
Oh,
eyeing."
Owen or her latest masterpiece. One day, Lupita decided to confront Maria about her feelings of envy. She approached Maria feeling nervous and unsure of how to express herself. Maria, Lupita said, I want to talk to you about something that's been bothering me for a while now. I'm jealous of your talent and popularity, and it's been making me feel
Can I,
bad about
Mitch?
myself.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I take a phone call really quick?
Okay, of course,
Yeah,
take
really quick.
yes,
Just a
yes.
second. Give me a second, please.
Mhm.
This is fantastic. The story, I love it. Let me take this phone call really. Yes, yes, Mitch.
Hey, okay. Mm,
Um, okay, let me just send something. The situación
mm.
fiscal, situación fiscal.
Yes.
Give me a second, please. I need to send my.
It's okay.
Okay, ready. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
No worries, sure.
I don't know if Mickey want to continue. Really?
You want to continue reading, Mickey? I'm
Sure.
impressed by the what the computer is doing.
Yeah. We continue in Maria.
Yes, please,
Yes.
Maria. Listen patiently.
Maria listened patiently as Lupita explained her feelings, and when Lupita finished speaking, Maria gave her a reassuring smile. Lupita, Maria said, I understand how you feel, but you need to know that your talent is unique and special. You have a style all your own, and I admire your work just as much as you admire mine. We can learn from each other and become better as artists together. Lupita felt a sense of relief wash over her. Maria's words had lifted a weight off her shoulders, and she felt encouraged to keep pursuing her passion for drawing. From that day on, Lupita and Maria worked together, sharing their techniques and ideas with each other. Lupita learned to appreciate her own unique style, and with the help of Maria's guidance, she continued to improve her skills. As time passed, Lupita's confidence grew and her talent shone through in her artwork. She no longer felt envious of Maria or anyone else, for she knew that her talent was special and worthy of admiration. Lupita continued to draw and create, and her passion for art only grew stronger with each passing day.
Fantastic. Now, a question for both of you guys.
Yes.
What would have happened if we changed one word, for example, instead of saying she felt envy at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think would have happened before we asked the computer? If you had used a positive word, a
Mm-hmm.
positive, for example, instead of saying she felt envy, you had said she felt admiration. Do you think the outcome of the story would have changed totally, or maybe not? What do you think, Mickey or Mitch?
Mm,
If you change the word ambitious, or the word what? The word
The
ambitious.
word
Envious.
envious. No, at
Yeah,
the beginning.
at the beginning, Uh, Let me put to chat. What about no? Now do it if Lupita wasn't envy.
She
She
wasn't envious. She felt admiration.
uh,
What
she
do you think would have happened? Before you ask the computer, what is your forecast, Mickey or Mitch? What do you think would have happened, in your
mm,
opinion?
I think uh, something similar, but uh, with the difference that Lupita wasn't feeling bad about it.
Okay. What do you think, Mickey? Thank you, Mitch. Do you think would it be the same outcome if the original feeling was different?
Mm, yeah, I think so.
Maybe yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Can we ask the computer?
Yes, I put no duty if Lupita wasn't envious. She feels she no
She felt admiration.
she actually or no she felt
She felt instead of saying that she was feeling envious, because you said, but she's pretty envious. Instead of saying she's pretty envious, you would say, and she was admirant, or she was admiring her friend Maria at the very beginning.
instead
She
of
loves drawing, but and she admired her friend Maria.
she no
Admired. You could actually, I don't know if you could copy the original text and just change, but she's pretty envious for, and she admired.
I could give it the order. Okay, now do it if with this or keep this or I bet instead
Okay.
Lupita wasn't envious. She admired her friend Maria.
All right.
Uh, she spent countless prophetic meals pouring new ideas of her heart when the Lupita met. Now it says Lupita doesn't know Maria. One day, Lupita met Maria, a girl who shared her passion of drawing. Maria was not only a skilled artist but also a popular one, with many admirers. At first, Lupita felt intimidated by Maria's talent and popularity, but as got to know Maria, Lupita realized that her friend was not the only gifted artist but also a kind and generous person. Maria was always happy to share her techniques and ideas with Lupita, and Lupita admired her friend's willingness to help others. Lupita found inspiration in Maria's work and she started to experiment with new techniques and styles. Ta 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 ta. Maria encouraged her to keep exploring and trying new things. Lupita began to develop her own unique voice as an artist. She looked up to Maria as a mentor and a friend, and she was
Yes.
grateful for the support Maria giving her. Ta 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 ta. Despite, I don't know if Mickey went to read.
Well, yeah, why not? Maybe you want to read the last two paragraphs, Mickey, please? Despite their different levels.
Mhm. Despite their different levels of popularity, Lupita never felt envious of Maria. She knew that Maria's talent was well deserved and that she had worked hard to achieve her success. Instead, Lupita admired Maria's dedication and talent, and she was proud to call her a friend. Over time, Lupita and Maria's friendship grew stronger, and they continued to support each other in their artistic endeavors. They often collaborated on projects and shared their work with each other, always eager to learn and improve. Lupita never forgot the lessons she had learned from Maria, and she continued to look up to her friend as a role model for years to come.
Well, this is amazing. This is the first time that I see it working live, as they say. And basically, it's like when you program a computer for playing chess. You know that the world chess champion, well, the former world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, could not beat Alpha Zero anymore, right? He was the world chess champion,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and he was unable to beat a computer
Yeah.
since Garry Kasparov 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Do you know the game Go, Mickey or Mitch?
What game?
Go,
Go.
Go. It's a Japanese game. Maybe you can Google it. Go, Go.
It's one of how do you say, like black and white pieces too.
Yeah, but they are
in
uh,
circles.
yeah, they are tokens. Let me show
Mm.
you really quick. Mitch is here. I'll show you really quick, just so that you have an idea what it is like. Yeah, it is like this. It's a Japanese game. Go. You can read this.
Hmm.
Go is an abstract. Can you read it, Mickey, really quick, please?
Hmm.
Go is an abstract strategy game, board game.
Go is an abstract strategy board game for two players in which the aim is to surround more territory than the opponent. The game was invented in China more than 2,500 years ago and is believed to be the oldest board game continuously played to the present day.
Yes. Okay. I am impressed. The computers can beat the world champion. There is a world champion for Go, and the
Mhm.
computers can beat him. So I am not surprised that they came up with this GPT chat GPT. Um, but I'm very curious, extremely curious, because with this high degree of programming, I am sure they can make forecasts of situations every day, day-to-day situations with much accuracy. What do you think about that, Mickey?
Yeah, it is impressive how the technology has, uh, how do you say this word, has growth,
Has grown,
and
yes.
it's something great, and it's a big tool. But at the same time, I feel, I don't know, I start wondering about uh, all the things that's the well now in the actuality are changing for this technology. I think that in part we're being a little bit, how to say, obsolete, or
Obsolete.
yeah, obsolete
Yeah.
in different things, and this is not an advantage for us. But yeah, it is amazing, and it's wonderful, and it is a big tool. And more if you are a student, or if you constantly are searching things, it is amazing.
Do you think you could use it as a detective to find criminals, for example?
Mm.
You feed the police with information. Well, there is a
Mhm.
man that came to this place and he was trying to escape. And the city is like this, like that, as if it was a drone. But instead of being a drone, it's a computer. And you give it as much information as possible. And the computer is going to work as a computer to try the outcomes, the different variables. It's going to find all possible alternatives. Only that is going to think much faster than the criminal. What do you think of this concept, Mitch or Mickey?
Yes, I think it could be able to be possible in some years. This kind of computers works the information that exists. In this case of chat, it's element, it's a feed, but all the information of the internet. And if you think that, well, you said if you give the all the information to solve that case, it could be possible. Of course, there is. I think it's necessary still to have to be in, humans behind analyzing that because if make some theories in the case of the police thing.
Yeah, but for example, there was a thief in a house, and there was a door, and there were two windows. The door was in the first floor, obviously, and the windows were in the second floor. He wanted to escape. What did he do? Well, of course, he took the easiest and fastest route. Yeah, he looked to escape from the door, but the door was locked, so he had only other two choices: to escape from the first window that had bars, was made of glass, or to escape from a small window that had no bars. So the more information you give to the computer, obviously, he's going to narrow down the decisions. But also, as you said correctly, there is a database of how criminals behave. So they did this, they did this. There is like a pattern of behavior. And I'm not talking about only criminals. That's obviously an ugly topic. But you can talk about discoveries, scientists, medical doctors, this and that. don't you think that if it is very well designed, which I think it is extremely well designed, you can give it an extraordinary good use?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, pretty sure.
We're talking about, well, just about ChatGPT, but there are another apps with artificial intelligence that do things amazing too. There are another app that, for example, I don't know, you can put another artist and any song, for example, put Imagine by John Lennon, but played by Michael Jackson. And the voice of Michael Jackson is gonna sing the song of Imagine of John Lennon, and it sounds so exact, so exact to the original voice, and you can imagine how those songs will be sound if this artist will sing that song.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is amazing.
It's absolutely impressive because there are, for example, remember what Armando Manzanero did and Roberto Cantoral, and now Luis Miguel is singing all those songs. So you can
Mhm.
choose a great song from the past, and instead of contracting Luis Miguel, you give it to the computer, right? And then with that production, you make a market research, and then you determine if it's going to be a success or not.
Yeah, exactly, and it is amazing because yesterday I heard a song that was of it. What was this song? It was a song by played with Michael Jackson, and it was singing by how's the name of this artist is Harry Styles, and it sounds completely different, but at the same time it sounds great, and it's like, oh my god, imagine that this artist originally sang the song, and now you can imagine. Or there are another app that, for example, you say. Create a picture of the Pope using Jordan sneakers, and it looks like real. And some actually there are that is a bad part, but there are some pictures that went viral, and people really believed. For example, there's a picture of the Pope using a big jacket, like Balenciaga jacket, and people believed that was true, and there was a big how to say disinformation about it, and there were now until stories about it and news posting this picture. Actually, if you search in internet, both using Balenciaga, you're gonna see the picture, and everything is made by artificial intelligence.
Well, looks like the world is becoming absolutely crazy, and I say crazy in the positive way.
Yeah,
It's just amazing. You can, for example, you can consider substances that a physician is mixing to alleviate or to solve leukemia or cancer or other things with a software. He was making combination of this and that, and it turned out to be. And you can use the chemical elements. You know
yeah,
that some products have properties like beets, tomatoes, avocados. They have amazing properties. But what would happen if you combine them? I mean, because the computer is like a calculator. I mean, the artificial intelligence is like a calculator. So they perform the operations that with the precision and rapidness that we cannot. So
absolutely.
Mitch is correct. You are correct, Mitch, when you say that we feed it the information. But if we give it the correct information, it should be able to give us a solution. You can say, well, but we can determine that doctor can do that, detective can do that. Yes, but the calculator makes operations with no mistakes and in a fraction of a second, whereas
Yeah,
we take longer time, right? And we make mistakes. I am
yeah,
impressed, totally impressed.
it is amazing, and I think that it's a big advantage if we use it for good things. But for example, these kind of pictures or this kind of fake information, and the issue here is that people don't search more about it. They just see a picture and they completely believe about it. Let me share the screen, and I'm gonna show you the picture of the
Yes,
Pope,
please.
and
Yes.
give me your
Yes,
opinion.
please. Yes, please.
Look,
Okay, I got it here. And this is the Pope.
yeah,
Uh,
and this picture was made by artificial intelligence.
Pope's code reveals about Francis' appeal. The Puffer code. Oh, but this is a fake picture.
Yeah, it is fake, and people believe that. Well, we're criticizing the Pope because they. I remember that people will say and were saying that Pope was using expensive clothes and that the church always use the money for bad things, and that is a clear example of what is the use of the money in the church. But all those pictures are fake. All
Wow,
those.
it is amazing.
Yeah.
Uh,
There was another picture of Trump fighting. Let me try to find a picture. Yeah, this picture. This picture is fake too. Look at.
Uh, did
wow,
you know, teacher, that an EA virally create an advertisement about a beer and what is pretty surreal?
really?
Yes, with all the movement of the people and people talking and dancing. It's pretty weird, but too funny.
And what is the name of this software that
I didn't
can?
know. I don't know. I think it's a private one, but yeah, it creates everything with the song, with all the people that any of those people exist. Uh, but of course, it has errors. But
Well, at
yes,
the beginning, every software has errors or has
hmm,
deficiencies, and they start polishing them and perfecting them and making them better and better and better.
yes,
It's almost surreal
Yeah, it
because
is.
all the potential that it has. It's like it's like having a huge, I would say, weapon or tool, depending on how you use it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I would say the same.
And it can be a bit dangerous if you think about the negative connotations. It can be very good, very positive for positive purposes, but it can also be very dangerous because then people don't start faking bills, faking notes, faking currency, which I know that they already do it, but it's going to be much easier than it was before.
for example, it is an EA that can fake any person in the world and the voice too. And for example, if they use a public figure to give a message, a lot of people could confuse. It happened one time with Mark Zuckerberg and Barack Obama, but yes, I don't know what was the end of that.
Yeah, but imagine that somebody can fake my voice and they call my mom and say, "Hey, mom, I'm in a trouble. Please send me 5,000 pesos. I'll pay them to you tomorrow."
Oh no.
And I start making 5,000 pesos every hour.
Yeah, it is. As you said, it is a big tool or a big weapon.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
it must be completely. How can I say this? Mm,
Supervised,
yeah,
regulated.
supervised. Because obviously it is a big tool and it helps us in different ways and in different aspects too. But if someone who wants to take advantage of this easily could do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's unbelievable what science and scientists, investigators can do. Yeah, it only makes you imagine lots of things.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope for the better. Let's hope for the better.
let's hope, teacher.
Let's go.
Is this software Chat GPT for free or it has a cost or how
It's
does it?
free.
It,
It's
there is a
a
version
a
that
premium
costs,
version.
but you can use it free.
Yes.
Okay, and
You
you can
only need to
download
log
it,
in with an account.
and
Could
that's
be
it.
your Google account or any other account. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna work with it a little bit just to check it out because
Yeah,
I'm very
and you
curious.
can ask it different things and like philosophical things too, and the answers that it gives you are like okay. For example, I asked a little bit time ago that I lost my cat, and it gave me advices and recommendations to do. And it's like okay, let's hope.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. You give it a good use, and you will be surprised how many positive things come out of that. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Well, let's go then, Mitch, Mickey. Thank you very much for the chat of today, as usual, and see you when Wednesday, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yes, teacher. On Wednesday is okay.
It is likely, not absolutely possible, but it's likely that we have another meeting at UDEMEX, the University of Mexico. If we don't, can we do the class at 4? And if we do maybe 5, 5:15, would that be okay?
Yes,
I
teacher. It's
prefer
okay.
at 4, but if it is not possible, at 5.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. I prefer not to have that meeting, but sometimes we have it like today. They told us the last minute, and well,
Yes.
It's
okay.
okay, teacher.
Well, you guys enjoy. Mickey, Mitch, take care and have
You
a
too,
Bye.
teacher.
wonderful afternoon. See you soon then. Take care.
See you soon.
You too.
See
Thank
you
you very
soon.
much. Enjoy
Bye.
your
Take
Enjoy.
care.
afternoon.